Not gonna get me on board.
Me neither. 6/6/216. Call this meeting to order. Roll call. Leonard Bud Belcher, Renee O'Donnell, Stanley Skip Smith, Cindy Grant, Town Manager. Warrants. PY, I'm going to read them all and then we'll approve them at the end.
Okay.
PY warrant number 138 for $3,347.92. AP warrant number 139 for $2,788.96. PY warrant number 140 for $7,749.99. AP warrant number 141 for $7,454.48. AP warrant number 142 for $589,708.54. I make a motion we accept warrants as read.
I'll second that.
All in favor? 3-0. We have no minutes available. Do we have minutes coming? No?
We do eventually.
Okay, yeah, all right. I just didn't know. And department reports, there is absolutely nobody here except Gary. Hi, Gary.
Hi there.
How you doing today?
Good.
We do have a monthly report filled out by Scott Riglin.
From Glenn.
Huh?
From Glenn.
No,
it was
from Scott.
Oh,
Yeah.
one,
Yeah. That's all right.
It's got Penobscot Regional Communication Center, fire and incident, address history by date, time, reports, etc.
Well, this is a fairly complete report.
Yeah,
First time for everything.
Yeah, I know it. First time we've seen this. The air tank refilling unit was serviced. The brush truck had electrical servicing. 461, 464 to be pump tested next week. Wonderful.
On the last page of the report, you'll find Penobscot Regional Communication Center, EMS, incident address history by date and time reported. If I remember correctly, we are not supposed to be going to Dixmont. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
6 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 50% of them are going to Dixmont. Isn't that a no-no?
yep.
what do you do about it?
Do they know it?
They know it.
They know it.
Pull the keys to the rescue truck or what?
Well, anything happens, we're not liable, right?
Nope,
So,
Have we put that in writing?
nope,
Let's put it in writing.
need a motion for something?
nope.
She's easy.
Let's put it in writing and send it to the chief of the rescue department, the assistant chief, the fire chief, any other chief you can find.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Indians
You
here
you
tonight.
didn't get your letter?
He doesn't live?
No, he doesn't. If I had an extra one, I'd give it to him, give him something to read.
Glenn put out a letter to the town.
Citizens, all of them, slamming us in her.
I have one in the truck.
Oh, yeah.
I'll retrieve it for you here after the meeting.
I have one in the library.
Basically blaming us for all of his.
You have
problems.
what, Gary?
I have one in the library I can make a copy of.
Sure.
Yep.
That'd be great. Thank you.
I know Scott would love to read it.
That's too bad. Well, it's been a constant fight, but geez, you think
We got a rebuttal,
Coming out.
so.
that's too bad. But he's gone that far.
Yep.
Okay, let's move on here.
Fire, we did rescue. Nobody here for recreation. We haven't had a recreation meeting. I don't know when the next one is. Gary just left us.
He'll be right back though. Let's go to speed limits for a minute.
Yeah, speed limit on roads.
We've had some, people call, Scott Kennedy on Dahlia Farm Road, North Road Extension, people, wondering or requesting, posting speed limit
sure.
signs. I explained to them we can post all the signs that we want, can't police them.
Right.
But they still think the honest people will go by, which will affect some of the people speeding by their house. Scott Kennedy, I guess, has had verbal run-ins stopping people. They flying by his house on the Dahlia Farm Road, so bad.
That's not even paved yet.
No.
It's a good grade job.
Yeah, it is.
So
I was just gonna say that, it's not even paved.
I know that we need to do an assessment of signs as far as
Yeah.
like the Littlefield intersection, some other different spots of the road. And I don't know what you wanna do about that, but I did wanna mention, come up with a plan, what we wanna do.
I could come up with a list right off the top of my head right now if you want. I'd say post North County, or the North County Road and North Road Extension, 35, help post Dahlia Farm 35, post Littlefield Road in each direction. Yeah.
You post them all 35.
35, and 2 stop signs, and then just see what happens. And
And put 70 on North Road.
for Renee.
But I don't know if it's an option, but I'm wondering if the gentleman from Maine Local Roads would come down and do an assessment for us and give us recommendations. Or we just want to put them up ourselves.
Right.
I think we just get them and put them up.
Well,
do
the
you think?
discussion the last selectmen meeting was I was gonna get a hold of one of you guys and ride the roads with one of yous. Help us, you know, like if you're coming from Dixmont on the Miles Road, where your pavement starts, there's no sign saying that by the schoolhouse road that there's a sharp corner. We have no arrow signs, we have none of those signs. I know those all need to be done. Put a 35 or a 45 on the Miles Road. Stop ahead signs.
Yeah, 2 stop ahead signs, 3 stop signs over in that corner.
Right, you know.
The contentious corner, I call it.
Yeah, actually, I have found, because I've been traveling that it has not been bad. I've been I talked to Randy the other day, and he says, no, people are very courteous. They know that this intersection's here, and they have been slowing down, and which is a good thing. I did have one gentleman ask me about when they're gonna put the speed bumps up. I says, well, we already graded them, covered them up. But I would like, you know, I don't care if it's Eric or Jim or somebody, I'd like to take a ride, or maybe you guys take a ride and give us an assessment. You know
If you're busy, we can buzz around, or if you wanna go with us.
I would like to do it so we can spend it out of our budget this year, right?
Kinda
Well, you gotta do
down to
it.
the wire here.
Yeah, I know, but if we could at least purchase the signs. The signs are gonna be expensive, am I right?
Yeah.
No, usually not too bad. I
No.
mean, they'll be a little pricey, but, you know, if it's $60. It's not too bad. It's
60 bucks a sign.
Yeah, I'm putting them in.
And I'll check out in the building, because I think we still have some out there, but I'm not sure how many and what they are.
I would create a list and order the bulk of them right now. That's what I would do,
Yeah.
buddy, whether we
Right.
ride the
You guys
roads or
can do
not.
that in the next week or so,
Give us
We
a,
can do them and get them ordered and.
and
Yeah.
get them ordered. They
and we can
tell
have you
us.
guys put them up, or else we'll have, who was it, Allen Farm?
Yeah, something
fence or
like that,
Superior
the other
fence.
ones.
The one that had a compressor they towed behind it. Yeah. Well, they put the bottom stakes in, and then they bolt it in the bottom.
Because if we can buy the signs out of this year's budget and install them with next year's
Right.
budget. So you get with them and do that?
Yeah,
Just get me a list and I'll order them.
Thank you, Gary.
You're welcome.
Couple other things I had. I sent you all this email. We received word back from Bangor Generator.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sent him a letter, so he's all good with us not honoring our contract with him, and I've already signed and sent over to CMD the new contract, which is just about half of what we were paying. So,
for the record, I'm gonna read this out loud real quick. Good morning, Cindy. I'm in receipt of your letter dated 5/19/2016. The letter stated that we ended our contract with Bangor Generator. I'm not aware of the town's contract laws or bylaws, but I do understand your role in trying to reduce the town's operating costs, and I applaud you and the board members' work in this pursuit. You have been the go-to person over the past several rocky years in capital letters the town has gone through, and in my opinion, you've always stepped up and done a great job for the people in Newburgh. So with that said, I herein release the town of Newburgh from any and all contractual obligations as it pertains to the Bangor generator, and wish you and the town of Newburgh great success in your pursuit. Thank you, Cindy, Ken, Bangor Generator. P.S. If any time you need service, please don't hesitate to call. Thank you very much, Ken. Very nice letter.
And the other thing I got last minute today was just this notification from Park. Just for your information.
Hierarchy.
I have informed both of them, about town meeting to come. Do you want me to do a summary of some sort, possibly on this whole thing on
Absolutely,
board
something,
Yeah.
thoughts or
because
what?
we had 2 public hearings, we had about 5 people at each public hearing, so if you could create a summary of what's going on, why it's going on, and here are the options. That's, we could read, we can open it with that, and then if
Right.
whoever shows up can speak, and if they don't show up, they don't show up.
Right. You called Louder and said, you said somebody will be here.
Kathy Conlow called me today, and evidently she's been designated the person to come here and just wanted to verify that she wouldn't be wasting her time, is what she said. So I said, that's totally up to you. I'm just putting it out there that you're both.
Where is she from?
And she's the
MRC
city
or Perk?
manager in Bangor, and she's one of the MRC board members.
Right.
And she's evidently been designated by somebody to come and speak on behalf of the fibroid MRC option. But Perk was very prompt, sent me a whole big box of packets that we can put out. I'm gonna have an informational table on election day for
Okay.
people to pick up information for the 18th. I'm gonna do a thing on the school budget and how much of the school budget is the
That's
whole
a
budget.
Great idea.
I got a thing all done up with a, what do we call that, pie table
Yeah, a pie chart.
segregated. Yep. I'm gonna try to come up with some other informational things on, pick some of this stuff out to have available for people.
Right.
So help them better understand what's going on. Town of Herman is voting Thursday. City of Old Town is gonna be voting here in the next week or two, and I'm hoping that some of those ones are gonna vote before the 18th. There's gonna be several, and based on what I'm being told, you're gonna see 90% of them go with Park.
Yeah, okay,
Good.
So,
okay.
Anything else?
I don't think so. Is there anything you guys, as far as town meeting, you would like to have information-wise?
The only thing I like to see, and I know Serena had done it before for me, and I remember when you came up to me and said you were probably the most informative selectman that day. I like it when we have our town report and our budget. With our budget, it pertains to the article we're talking about. So when they come up and ask us, you know, it says here, $395,000 for administration. What is all that money going to?
Yep.
I can go to the budget, open it up, and tell you what it's going to.
That's a good idea.
Do you want me to print that report back out again?
That one we used for the vote that night,
Yeah,
that
it
last
breaks
one?
down general government shows, salaries, that sort of
Yes,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I also, and it's up to you, I think we need the, you know, on your information table, maybe past budgets.
That
information.
sheet I give you?
Yep.
Yep,
That way it shows them, you know, in 2012, we spent $65,000 for X. Here it is 2016 and we only spend 40,000. You know, every year we're cutting
Yeah.
our budget. It shows that, you know,
Yeah.
it's good information for the townspeople. And I do want to commend Gina and Cindy on a great job on the town report. You guys have done fabulous work. You worked hard and diligently on it,
That's
and,
going out in the mail tomorrow.
yeah, you guys, I mean, I went through it tooth and nails probably 4 times, and you guys did a fantastic job. Information overload, there's no such thing. I still have a problem with the audit, the fact that the original, that 2000.
And that is gonna be hard for people.
Oh,
but
I know, oh, I know.
That's what every,
I mean, that was our biggest thing with
Yeah.
it, Skip and I went through,
Yeah.
you know.
but one of the biggest points of changing the fiscal year was was audits.
Right,
You know, we were down to limited auditors.
right,
And it's recommended that you change auditors every 4 or 5
periodically,
years.
right,
And, you know, when you put it out, number one, the town being so controversial with what's happened in the town, and being a December year end, nobody wanted it.
Yeah,
Nobody wants, that time crunch, everybody's getting away from.
Right.
It used to be mandatory law that you had to have a March town meeting. That's where all these December year ends came.
right,
So, you know, it's not that way anymore.
right.
And it's just, auditors don't want that pressure of having less than 2 months to get an audit together
Right,
and put it out to a bunch of people that, you know, they haven't had time to put their effort in, so.
We'll get used to it.
yeah, it will, I mean, I know
It's
Helen,
always gonna be that year,
Right.
like next year will be, this year, June 30th's town audit will be in there.
Right.
With, you know.
now, should we have our town meeting after the books close? I know Helen's been screaming about that.
No other town does.
They usually have it in
Thing
June, the
is-
books close on the 30th of June, right?
No, they usually have their town meeting in June.
Right, that's what I said. And your books
And your
close.
books close in June,
Right.
yeah. So, I don't
Okay.
know, you know, moving with the times, people, I don't know what
Is
else
that
to
how
tell you.
Winterport and Hamden does it, Scott? Thought so, yeah,
Hammond's is in June,
yeah.
yep,
That's probably why we can't find a moderator. Did you find one?
not yet.
Right there. He knows the Robert rules. I bet he knows them by heart now.
I have a couple of names and I'm gonna email John Logan and see if there's somebody he thinks that might do it. And recommend, cause I really think it needs to be somebody that knows their stuff and knows how to keep order and all.
Right, right.
So,
Not jump off the subject. Scott, do you remember what your building, your shop cost you to build?
$80,000. And that was, it didn't include the concrete work, because Renee did that for me, I think it was another 15 or 18 grand that was, because I.
That's two bay, right?
2 in the front, it could be 3.
Right.
We just put 2 in one end bay.
Yeah. Okay,
I tell you what, a brand new 80 by 120 cost, all done, complete, finished,
how much?
$417,000.
Told you.
Just got a quote from one from Chamber.
that's still not bad.
No,
Oh, God,
It's not
no.
very-
It doesn't, but you'd be probably another 30 grand, because I was doing my own excavation,
Right, but,
foundation.
that's more than 80 by 100, we wouldn't even need an 80 by
No.
100.
no,
Winterport's got a new fire station out to bid, and there it is 60 by 68 deep,
right,
and it's just very basic, the trucks are, you know, too deep.
yep. 3 bay wide.
That's gonna include the town office too.
No, the town office is going into the old medical center. They're
Okay,
gonna remodel the medical center.
Good
That's
idea.
gonna be the town office. Then they're putting a new fire station, I think on the same site though, aren't they, Scott?
It's hooked right together.
Yeah, and that's the fire station's right there. It actually has 2 bunk rooms and a kitchenette and a bathroom. I mean, you
Have
could
you-
even,
see, I called him a while back, but he wouldn't give me the numbers. He had put it out to bid or was getting ready to put it.
it just came out to bid,
Yeah,
yes.
so I guess we'll
I
wait.
think they just got their budget numbers and stuff, though, not too
Oh,
long
did
ago
they?
from the engineers.
Yeah, he won't give it to me.
Then they're putting up a little 28 by 28, throwing down a slab and putting up a building for their public works. 28 by 28 garage.
You could take it all out of David's house?
That's one of their issues, is the tractor and the truck. Now it's parked outside of the fire department, but that was the townspeople just it's always there, and Damon's been accused of people using stuff for personal usage, so he doesn't
Right.
want it at his house anymore, so.
Right. Which is understandable.
Yeah, no, and-
Liability wise too.
Yeah, and he's getting close to retirement.
Yeah, he is.
His shoulders are bad. But, yeah, they're nipping it all in the butt and being done with it. And
Right.
their fire department doesn't, their feuding isn't half as much as out here. But I've seen meetings that I've sat in down there that they're, money's money, and it does matter. But I mean,
Their wastewater treatment plant is behind the fire station, isn't it?
yeah,
Now, are they gonna what are they gonna do with that old fire station
they're gonna
building?
sell it.
They're just gonna sell it?
I want to buy it, put a bar in there.
Perfect. We'll call it the garage. You can just open those overhead doors, pull down a
Yeah,
screen,
it's on.
couple fire pits, kegerators, I'm in. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Sounds like a good partner.
He's your first customer right there.
Anyway, sorry, got off track.
What was I talking about?
Fire department buildings. as well.
Yeah,
We
okay,
were on the
yes.
subject of,
Yeah. Yeah,
town report.
yes, town manager. Anything else, Cindy?
Nope, I'm all set.
Okay.
Gotta go to the library.
Yeah, we're gonna jump right back to Gary.
I'm all set.
Really?
Only thing I need is volunteers.
You need
I would love to
volunteers.
give you 100 of them.
Let's put that in the, can we put that in the newsletter? I'm sure we put it in the
We
newsletter.
put it in
already.
We do it
E-news.
all the time.
Yeah, same with rec. Skip ain't doing nothing no more.
I know it.
What do the volunteers do? I got a retired aunt who was a school teacher. She ought to be volunteering at the library.
Basically, you gotta be able to open the door and turn on the lights.
That's all you gotta do.
Be in there.
Be in there.
Most people don't wanna sit there all day or the hours they're open and do nothing.
Right.
Read a book.
Well, she crochets, so maybe she would bring.
We
her
have one
crochet.
woman that comes and does story hour when Connie's not here. That's why she comes. She gets a few minutes alone all by herself, no grandchildren, sits there and crochets.
Yeah. Connie McDuffie?
Yeah,
Is it?
Connie does Wednesdays and Gary does Thursdays. Kate was coming in and working with Gary, but is so quiet and nothing to do that Kate hasn't even been coming in, so,
Kate's done in September anyway, totally.
yeah.
So that means we're down to 2.
Down to 2. I'll mention it to her. See if she wants to, see if she would be interested.
Yep. All right. You sure there's nothing, Gary? Really? Okay, I'm on a big check mark right there. Old business, road paving, Wellman and SW Cole reports. You got your
Signed the
reports.
warrant, and now you've got your copy of the reports. And the bill that was on the warrant.
Well, I had a call from a citizen over on the North Road, and I will quote, unquote him, and he said that, when are they gonna do the shoulders? And that's when I texted you, and you told me, and I texted him back, and he had told me that for $2 million, he didn't think we got our money's worth. So I called him back, and I said, money's worth? He goes, yeah, $2 million to pave this North Road. I says, $2 million paved all the roads in Newburgh. Oh, my bad. Have a nice day, buddy.
They thought we paid $2 million. That would be one heck of a markup, wouldn't it, you guys?
That'd be real good. I want my cut.
Have about 4 of those projects and call it a season.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Everybody I've talked to, Scott, has been just totally happy with all the work you guys have been doing.
Yes.
Yeah, we've, a lot of people called us or whatnot, and I think we've looked at more driveways in Newburgh, measuring for hot top than we ever thought we ever would.
Yeah, yeah,
People in Hamden are happy too, that North County Road extension.
Oh, yeah.
You can get right off the interstate and bail across that now
Yeah.
and get home.
I've heard that one myself.
yeah. The athletic director for Hamden posted something about that, and he had said, thank you. Tell the upper beings of the Newburgh Select Board that thank you very much.
And I notified Angus to take down the pavement end sign on North County Road coming this way.
And we've been plugging away on the shoulders, they were out there. We have to be careful as it starts to get warmer. We can only work so much in the morning, bringing shoulders in. Steve worked on Littlefield Road today and got all the driveway lips done. And they opted to move them over there because I was getting a few phone calls every day about one little intersection there that still had to, because I hadn't been there paving it yet or put gravel in it, so I put the gravel in it at least so that would go away.
Oh,
But we were plugging away on the shoulders, it's just, it's too hot, we always stayed hot top up, so.
Right.
We've been plugging away on that. We had looked at Miles Road for Cindy. If we flatten it out anymore, the shoulders, what they have for horses.
There's a couple of spots that not, they just tilt like this,
Right.
and it was just mentioned.
if those horses are registered and have a plate nailed to their rear end, great. Other than that, pave it.
No, there contingency is a few spots they question, but, I mean, for what they're doing, I can tell you right now, they're not using it anyways, because the amount of horse dung that's on the road. They're not even going anywhere near them shoulders, they're enjoying that nice hot top.
Right, there you go.
And I just can't, we can't figure it out, because we watch them go by our shop every day, we'll sit there and go, what is, these people ride them up and down the hot top road every day. I'm like, "Oh, whatever."
No, it's Kennebec Road, same way. I've got 3 horse farms in the Kennebec Road within my area of the house. I'll see Bob and
Oh,
Bob Day
Bob Day and
and
Colette.
Colette come down through with their horses. And then the people that bought Calderwoods, she's always coming up with, I bet she's got half a dozen horses lined up when she goes by the house. I even got pictures of it.
And they do got a fair shoulder there. I was out there again today and just double checked to make sure before I come in and tell you guys. We flatten them out, but the biggest thing is the water's not gonna shed right, and they're gonna be washing away.
Right.
The only ones riding the roads tonight coming in, the only ones I have some concern about having enough material to entirely bring the shoulders in on is Littlefield Road on the Winterport side of that, where they had just sucked it all in and narrowed it up just 2 years ago there. With all the ditching, they did that, and Chapman Road has got some, but there's some spots where people, I mean, their lawns come right out. I was looking at tonight where the lawns come right out
To the
road.
pave, yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be hard to do much of it. We're only adding 1.5 inches to
Right.
Right.
Chapman Road, so it won't be any
Right.
big crisis, but just so you guys know, that section, that I could actually get you a quote on that for lifting the shoulder.
Yep.
That'll all be set through there, but the same, so a lot of the lawns come right out to the road on that road, and it's only gonna have a lift like that, so shouldn't be any big deal, but.
Right. One of the things I was gonna ask you, because downpour we had last night, I come across the Chapman Road. You know the 2 driveways that we have problems with across from where that area, the 2 houses that live up?
Yeah.
Up on Flynn Road?
No,
Right
just off
after the
Route 9,
house.
where,
Oh,
where
yes,
where
yes,
he's gonna
yes.
ship,
Oh, right.
where all the dirt comes out.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we can do there, Scott,
We
to,
can put some lips on them. I mean, we could put a lip with a bump, and, I mean, we can divert a lot of the water. So
that's the biggest thing.
we can grade the entrance to their driveways, and we can do something.
Yeah, see, I wish they would let us, I know Brent talked to them about going up the driveway and putting a cross valley in,
Yeah.
which would save all your road, save their driveway, let alone,
They didn't wanna do that.
I was gonna
no,
say
that's what I mean.
They didn't wanna do
Yeah,
that?
no,
No, Brett and I went up in
yeah,
We put some hot top lips on them and stuff, and reshape them a little.
yeah.
And go 4 or 5.
Now, you're gonna put a lip on the Flynn Road end too?
We can, it's not a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Across there, so.
I would do something there.
3 feet back on it. We'll get the uphill ones that, I know which ones you're talking about, that's water, the gravel washes out. And,
Right.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
yeah, no, because
Yeah.
those are a big deal. Bob's been actually running around doing them. Because when we did it all, we kind of forgot about driveway lights, but Bob's been buzzing around doing them after the fact. We did change, just in case, when you look at your reports, like Renee had called, we're gonna text me about it. We opted with we had a few issues with bumpiness, which is a common thing with grade and pave. So we cut your thickness surface layer back to 1.25 inches, but we shimmed all the roads. So the road.
That's what, that morning I called you, I said, are they finishing the road? Then there was that big cutout, and I said, I don't think this is finishing the road. This is it.
That was our dead body that we
Yeah.
had the road from somewhere. We're not sure where that came from, but.
I'm glad you didn't bother calling me back. Once you answered me, I was all good.
Well, I just ran out to camp to pay the guy for seeded that bead blasting thing for me. I don't have to pay him, and I, okay, whoops. Get your voice message, I'm gonna text her back at least.
Yeah, that was fine,
Out there.
that was fine.
But it, yeah, some of them, you'll see on the coal reports, they vary, pitch to quarter less than we should prior to. And the only one we got, Jeremiah has test results in our density gauge. I believe it was North Road, right? We were working on the North Road coals, anybody out there one day. They were there the next day, but they couldn't get anybody out there that day when we were paving. It was like, well, it's 75 degrees out, we can't stop paving.
Right.
But if you want, Jeremiah can write it down on a sheet. And
Yeah.
He's got a gauge, he keeps it in, and he took densities on the road.
Okay, all right.
So they were there for and I didn't remember that until I was out here tonight. There was one day I couldn't be there on site. And it was actually, they were there the day you called me, but they couldn't be there the next day.
Right.
So,
So, you guys just said something that, you're gonna give us a number for working on the Chapman Road on that end, bringing that ditch up, right?
yeah.
Are we doing that out of this year's budget?
If you guys, well, we can if you accept
I,
before the end of the month.
and same with the signs too, I forgot.
I think that we should get that done, so, because we cut next year's summer road budget.
Yep.
Right,
You remember
but
right.
we can use, we're gonna have, what, almost 40,000 left over from your quote?
Yeah, because as far as right now goes, other than the grading that we actually did, we haven't gone over on anything at all.
Okay.
Right,
Right there, and we had a little
How much-
overage. We put the curb in.
right, but you didn't have to touch the fence or nothing, so
was
that,
like $3 or $4 grand versus the whole fence.
right.
Right.
So there's whatever's left over from the fence.
I think there was a price difference of 3,600.
Yeah,
I think it was $6 to do the fence and 25 to do the curb, something like that. I would say,
Cindy, is there any regs against, if we had left over money, do we have to report that back to the Maine Municipal Bond Bank, or what's the deal there?
No, we're making a payment, one that just as long as it goes towards roads.
Okay,
That's what you promised.
so I think what we have left over for our road,
budget,
our loan,
right.
burn up that
Right.
$40,000, and what we have left over in our road, this summer road budget goes
Right.
back into surplus, because we're pulling $125,000 out of surplus.
Right, okay.
Okay, so,
I just wanna make
I-
sure
I
it's
would rather
covered
burn
and
up
it
that
doesn't go under
40,000.
next year's budget,
Fence
that's what
was
I'm.
6,000.
okay, we were like 25, 20, would it be like 3,300, 3,200 to do the looming and 38 loop, and we didn't end up just jamming it in there with that loom and everything, but they belong.
right,
Right.
But we can work it out, that's no big deal.
yeah,
Okay.
But we have, how's that gonna work? Do we have to have Dahlia Farm Road done? or
Not done, I need to quote,
Which
we
you
need
already-
to accept
Right.
the Dahlia Farm Road.
Yeah, you already did
You're
that.
all done with that, that's gonna be paid out of this year's budget. As long as I have the accepted quote, so I can tell the auditor,
Yeah, what you
This
signed,
is-
you signed and sent
right,
it back
and
to us.
right, if we get one for the Chapman Road,
And the
we
sign.
can get that accepted and, the sign thing, if we can get that, and I can get them ordered so that they're bought and.
I mean, that
accepted
could
this
actually
year.
come out of that
Yeah,
additional money, I don't mind, I just wanna make sure that it's not on next year's budget,
yeah.
right,
you know?
right. We want that 17,000 to stick
Yeah,
there as long as possible.
yeah,
So we'll get the Chapman Road quote to you for
Yeah.
that and the sign quote to
Yes,
you
yeah,
for that, and then the only thing, well, and you did a grant for the culvert,
Right.
so that's no,
So once we get those two things, if we can have a quick meeting,
yep, that's fine, and, cause
Probably.
we could come up with, I bet we could come up with a list of signs so he could at least get something ordered.
He's gonna go around and do all the signs,
Oh, okay,
yeah, we'll get your.
just a
tomorrow
list,
to
and then
do
I'll
your-
order them.
okay,
right.
alright,
We'll get Cindy a list of signs and
Okay.
she can call her from White Sign or whatever. I'll give you, we'll find a rough, we'll get a rough price on putting them in, we'll check with them and see if it's cheaper for us to run a compressor or whatever.
Right.
Okay.
At the time we did that before, I really couldn't price it for you because it was sitting on our names.
Yeah, you guys do roadside, huh?
Is Tappan Littlefield gonna be a four-way stop or just
Three.
stop on Severance and stop on Tappan? let Littlefield be a throughway like it's always been.
Well, that was the whole debate that night. I think there should be signs on Littlefield. I think there should be signs. I think it should be a four-way stop.
Yeah, but you know, it's kind of like that, remember years ago when they decided to put lights on 202, going into the
Yeah,
farm road, and there were accidents up the wazoo.
yeah. Yeah, see, I'm afraid where everybody knows that's still a pass-through and there's only 2 stop signs. Like Jeff said from Sewell, he is the one that said that I think you're gonna cause more problem than anything.
Well, those families were all concerned about
The speed of
the
people
speed
going
of
through
people
that.
going
Yep,
through that.
yep,
And not to reopen this can of worms, but you've got this road, you got this road, this is here's this fence. If you're a kid riding down here on a bicycle, you cannot see through here.
right,
If this person's coming down through, some kid on a bike coming out of here or here is not going to stop. If you had a stop sign on all these corners, there
Well,
would
then you
be,
better put some big stop and
There would
signs.
Stop ahead signs,
and stop
dangerous
signs.
intersection.
yeah.
yeah. I don't have a problem with it.
I feel like that would cover the town's liability
Yeah.
issue with that corner. And we addressed that with that whole crew that night.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I'm just quoting what Jeff had said. I
Yeah.
think you're gonna cause,
And I know it's always been a throughway, but.
right. Okay,
I mean, most people, the signs aren't gonna hurt anything for what they cost. It's
Right.
just-
right,
I mean, I know that I drove that road for years back and forth to work, and I always slowed down going through there.
Right.
I did
Yeah.
Kids were
too.
always out there, you always
Right.
did, but I've seen a lot of people that don't, though. and-
Yep. yeah,
Scott Kennedy called the sheriff's department, and they went up there and sat.
They did.
Yeah.
where's Scott live? Oh, he lives
Down
across
the
from,
town.
right,
Yeah.
good, okay. Yeah, Eric, if you wanna, that's gonna be a four-way stop there. And then we'll go, I mean, we only need to buy 3 there, right? One for
Yeah, you don't really
Helen's
need
and,
to one.
we already got
Oh,
one
right,
there.
right. Yeah, Helen's one
Yeah.
of the other ones. And 2 stop ahead signs.
Yeah, if you have any questions, just give me a holler. Anything else under road paving?
I have one.
Sure,
In the next 100 years, when we redo the North Road again, make the sucker wider.
wider? Well, when somebody told me that the shoulders dropped right off, and God forbid if anybody drove off the edge of the road, my comment to him was, pay attention.
Do
You
you
know.
think the North Road should be wider?
Well, I came across the North County Road and then continued on the North Road to the Lindsay Road. And on this end, 69 end was all built up, it seemed awful narrow to me.
They're both the same width.
I know. I mean, it just seemed awful narrow.
And I don't know if I told you, but the end of the Murray Road, the pothole at the end of the Murray Road, which I believe is in the state right of way,
Yeah.
I went down there to talk to them about it, and they're supposedly gonna come back, grind back, cut back just this side of that hole. When you turn that corner from Carmel, coming from Carmel,
Right.
there's a pothole. And they said that they would cut back and
And cover
redo
that.
Well, yeah, I can see what their right of way is, cause they had us, we held off for them to put the curbing in,
Yeah.
cause they put the curbing on the North Road, around the corner. right
Yeah,
by-
and they
Right.
still, I mean, they still have to go back up the North Road
Right.
20 feet or so,
Yeah.
25 feet
Yeah,
after
That's
that
what they
curbing.
told us to
Guy was
stop.
really picky when I went and asked him. I said, because I said to the gentleman, I said, you got a pothole. I said, you guys fill it, you maintain it's in the right of way. Every year I have to call to have it filled. And he said, well, he's the gentleman that really makes these decisions. So he got this other guy, I don't know what his name was. He come over and he was kind of hesitant. Well, we weren't gonna go back that far. And I said, I understand that, but the hole's there. You're gonna, well, that's the repair crew. Well, why wouldn't you just do it while you're here?
You're 5 feet from it.
Yeah,
With
So,
a gazillion, with all kinds
they
of equipment.
supposedly are going to cut back that far and fix that. And it's not even as much as they went back with you guys.
As we
So-
all know, them resident engineers, they look out for the best thing
Yeah,
for the people, not for the contractors.
yeah. So.
Didn't we talk union a little while ago?
So hopefully that's gonna be fixed by the time they're done.
Okay.
We'll see.
You're not paving the Murray Road, right? No, doesn't need it.
No, just diaphragm road and Chapman road, solid stuff. What did you, the salt shed? That guy's
We put
expensive to do that, huh? That's pricey. Jimmy showed me the quote that, for doing that, that's expensive.
That material's expensive too.
Yeah.
He's a, you could call, I was trying to think of another person that does that. Concrete coring might do that. I don't know.
Well, if we get approval at town meeting, we can go out and explore prices and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
We,
That was just
we
to
asked for
give an idea.
25,000 to repair the sand salt shed.
Yeah, when I saw his, I go, geez, that was too cool, it was too cheap on it, moving the stuff around it, oh my goodness. No,
Yeah,
I was surprised when he showed me the quote, but I mean, he's probably doing it right or whatever.
right, right.
The only other thing that I could think of is if you could, I don't know how expensive this would be. I might know somebody who could give you a quote on it, is one side those interior walls, with a panel. You put a 3-inch, pour a 3-inch wall against those walls.
Right.
But that might be hard to do with,
Spray foam insulation on the outside,
yeah.
that's what they do to houses now.
Yep, yep.
No, I said they could ice and water shield it and insulate it, and that would help a lot. To put that ice and water shield on it, that's waterproof.
We didn't have a lot of trouble with this one, I mean, just.
Well, that's
Well,
what I
once when
said,
we
there
diverted the water out of it,
Right, yeah.
but, oh, heaven forbid, there's an apron there,
Wow, really, it's all paved and everything? Well, it's all that extra sand that I dumped in there.
Yeah, yeah,
I didn't even haul in
yeah.
1,000 yards less than he ever did,
At least.
at least.
I think it grew all the time.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, is Brent still around? Is he retired or is he still?
Haven't seen him.
What's he?
Kelly,
Hi, Kelly. Sand salt shed. Roadside mowing. You guys do roadside mowing? We gotta get
We want
bids
to
out.
get that put out.
Get
to
that
bid.
going. Usually the middle of June to the end of June. Cause once this rain comes, this stuff starts, that pigweed just starts taking off. Put out quotes.
Okay.
Well, Brent can get that guy's machine, do it again, I don't know. But we've also gotta make sure we have him go more than 4 feet off the side of the road. He's gotta go in at least 8 feet, cause remember we had to have the guy come back and
They
do
have
it
sickle
again.
boughs that long?
What's that?
They have sickle boughs that long?
Yeah, sometimes they have to back up and go deeper. On the Chapman Road, by the tree farm,
Pippin Hill.
Prices,
prices,
Nancy and Len.
yes, about 15 years ago when we had that corner paved, we went in and we cut back the tree line in that corner. That's all grown up. One of the safety issues is being able to see through that corner to see somebody coming the other way. I think we should have that done again. And I don't know how far back we can go to make it a safety issue. In Oslo, Ashley Campbell, David, he bought the house on the other corner across from Cordy's,
Oh, yeah,
and
okay.
he owns that inside land. That corner needs to be cut back. The problem is when you come to those corners either way, you can't see a car coming.
Right.
You need to see through these corners.
Is that the one up by Scott Porter's?
Yes, yep. And you also have the corner on the Mudgett Road, but I don't know how far back you dare to take that, because you're talking big
Big
trees,
trees, yeah.
And do you think on the Mudgett Road in those corners, we need any more of those arrow signs?
Wouldn't hurt, I mean, there's only a couple out there right now, right?
And do you think we should have, remember the flexible post that Brent put up? You think we should have those on that corner, on that outside corner?
I thought they were already there.
Not on that corner, is it?
No, Dahlia Farm Road has them right on the side of the
Yeah.
road, and out here on Lindsay Road does.
Yeah.
You're talking the high side if you headed towards.
Yeah.
Quebec.
Yes. Yep.
Wouldn't hurt, I mean, there's something there.
I think we need something there. Of course, I know the corner's there, and I know to slow down. But Chris and I come back one day, and there was coming from the Kennebec Road to Route 9, somebody had come around that corner, and they drove their Jeep right down over the edge. But shouldn't turn your car off when you're trying to turn. Steering wheel locked up.
That's one of the spots. I'll tell you another spot that we noticed too that sucks is just because of the road width is when you first on Littlefield Road and Kennebec Road. But we always talked about putting that guardrail in
Yep,
on that little brook.
yep,
Now it's
right there.
really right there. But it's
So-
everybody knows it's there that drives it, so
Right,
sometime in the future it might be worth
Right.
doing a timber guardrail. We just priced those aren't that bad.
No.
We put 8x8s in for the school band, or we put 8x8s in with like a 3x10 timber piece. Isn't that, they're pretty reasonable.
can you quote us on that for that?
Yeah. What was it? 2 or 3. We ended up, we'll call him.
Did you bring a
because we
drink
get
of
his
water?
thing,
You want a
because
drink
we
of
got a
water?
price from him,
Right,
and a price from ourselves, and we were both pretty much the same.
right,
With the quote he gave us, and what we had figured, that stuff was really reasonable.
okay,
I'm just not sure to go look at it though, because that could take, might have to put some concrete sonotubes.
right.
It's so high up from the brook. We'll stop looking
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah, I mean, even if we don't have the guardrail, I mean, the reflector signs would probably be the, cheapest and better way out of
Most
it.
people know it's there.
Right,
Right.
right,
Someday down the road might be something to
right.
look at in the future.
So,
That was
just,
the one they put the big rocks out there.
yeah,
I was gonna save the day, and the rocks are still below the road, so.
Are they still there or they washed away?
No, the big rocks are still there, but they're just
yeah,
3 feet below the road, and once
Right.
you've already got to that point, you're gonna continue on.
Yeah.
It's not gonna stop much.
Right.
okay. Yeah, just look into that for us,
Yeah,
Scott.
we'll buzz around and make the list and get it to Cindy the next
Yeah,
day, so. I'll
perfect,
get to you by Thursday morning.
all right.
That'd be awesome, so we can get it all ordered and,
Anything else you can think of, Skip, Renee?
no, I think my road's wonderful.
Yes, I bet you do. Kelly, Rec, anything?
We gotta have a review meeting, I just gotta put out an announcement when everybody wants to get together.
Okay. Anytime's good for me, give me a holler.
Thanks,
Thanks, Eric, thanks.
Thanks, yeah.
See you
I'll
later.
throw it out there.
Okay.
Art sales done.
We got a letter from Mr. Travis Jalbert, and I'm gonna read it for the record. Address the Newburgh Selectmen. Dear Selectmen, my name is Travis Jalbert. I live at 2155 Kennebec Road, tax map 3-14. I recently received my escrow adjustment and about fell over. My escrow has increased $621 a month. This substantial change is driven by my current tax bill. Last week, while checking the town website for office hours, I noticed a commitment book. A quick review of the book revealed I am in the top 10 of property taxpayers in Newburgh. This puts me, a laborer, in the same tax bracket as doctors and successful business owners. Even more surprising is the current state of my property. The old house I would be lucky to give away. The home I am in the process of building is not close to complete. For example, I have no trim, a temporary countertop, less than half the house's flooring, and one of the exterior doors is temporarily covered up. I have only one zone of heat in the basement that is used to heat the rest of the house. The siding is not done and a major portion of the house has no ceilings, and the list goes on. I have contacted Jacqueline and she was going to review my assessment. She informed me that I was past the 180-day appeal date, but the selectmen had the authority to make a retroactive adjustment. Please consider retroactively lowering my taxes to a reasonable amount. Thank you in advance, Travis Jalbert, 2155 Kennebec Road.
And then this is the figure that Jackie has come up with, she's obviously reviewed it.
She did, and it's only like a 10% decrease to what she has it. It's not gonna be a significant amount. He's one of the people that she found a whole house that wasn't on the tax rolls. This new house was not on the tax rolls.
Oh, she found a whole house?
It was the whole house.
Oh.
Did he have
Did
a permit to build it?
Yeah.
I believe he did, but
It was never recorded
never
into the,
recorded, and this, she found, I believe, 2 or 3.
only in Newburgh.
Well, yeah.
And
Just for the record, I don't have any problem issuing,
well, she has adjusted
yeah,
the 10% for next year.
right.
But what he's kind of looking for is a discount or an abatement, and the abatement's only gonna be for $614, and he really doesn't, and he, like she said, the 180 days, is the time limit that's given
For appealing.
for filing for an abatement
Right.
of last year's bill. So,
What's your suggestion to do, Cindy? I mean,
it's up to you, but I mean, you know, you set precedents, you know.
yeah, oh, I know.
When you do something like this, and he doesn't want to adjust. I told him, when I talked to him, I said, your mortgage company doesn't realize that that bill is for 18 months. You need to either make them understand or have them call me. The reason it's so high is because of the 18 months. Well, no, he goes, I don't want to do that because of the other house, I'm in the arrears with them for last year. So he wants to still pay that extra to the mortgage company to get caught up. Because he owes the mortgage company because they didn't take enough escrow. So I don't know what to do, but
Well, here's how I feel about it. I don't feel as though it's that huge of an issue. He's obviously done his research. He's contacted Jackie. I know it's past his 180 days, but we don't get these kind of requests that often,
no.
you know. He's in a situation, I would say, is what it sounds like to me.
Are both houses on the same property?
Yep.
I thought that was illegal.
There is.
One of them's abandoned, right?
No, he lives in one and is building the other.
How to get a permit then?
So he lives in one and is building the other.
Probably the plan is to get rid of the others.
Demo
He's
one.
living-
Hopefully.
Now, he lives up across the street from the old Kennebec Road, right?
I'm not sure where he lives.
Well, I
21.
think the Libbies did that though one time, didn't they? Rosanna Libby?
Could have.
Didn't they live in one house and they built the
Yeah,
new one
I think
behind
so.
there and then they tore this one down, so.
I don't know. Recommendations, Skippy? Comment?
I would give it to him.
Would or wouldn't?
Yeah, I would probably. Unless he's being a real dickhead about it.
No, he's being very nice, and she said,
On the
Jackie
other
said
hand, he's gonna
10% is all
get
she'd
the-
be willing
I
to.
mean, it's not his fault it's not in the tax commitment book, the other house, right? It's our old tax assessor, the fact that the other house wasn't recorded.
Right, and it got recorded on this new 18-month bill, that's why he went up so bad, because his
Oh, okay.
taxes for his escrow went through the roof, because up until Jackie found him that house last year,
And then he'll get the discount next year, won't he?
yeah, she's already adjusted his record for next year.
I know. I understand what you're saying about not giving it after the 180 days are gone by.
But you guys, you know,
We have the
I mean, it's
authority.
not a huge amount.
No, I'd give it to him. I mean, you're talking $620 a month. That's a lot of money.
I know, that's what I was thinking. And you know, not for nothing, but he's just trying to live the American dream. He's just trying to build a house.
Yeah.
Right.
I
and
don't,
live in
it's
another
not like he's cooking meth over there or anything, you know, so.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'll
Go
do,
to get that.
I'll bring the abatement to you.
Yes,
Next week?
yeah, I'm in favor of allowing the abatement.
Okay.
Speaking of next meeting, do we want to have, do we want to have another meeting before the town or after the town? Town meeting?
Probably ought to have one
We have,
just as soon as Scott gets those
Yeah, that's-
figures to get those accepted and on the record before.
that's
Okay.
what I was gonna say.
We've got a town meeting the 18th, which is next Saturday, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday,
Yep.
Father's Day. Yeah, right, what's that? So if we meet again the 13th, which would be next week, or meet again the 20th, which would be the week after.
The 20th is after town meeting.
Right, exactly. I
Yeah.
think has to be the 13th. What have I got?
The 13th is a Monday.
Yep,
Yeah,
day before election. And the first Monday of July is Independence
right,
Day.
it's July 4th.
So do you want to have a meeting the 5th?
No, I'd rather postpone it a week because I'm on vacation.
Okay, so we'll have it the 11th. Or we could have it the 5th and have fun.
Let me know how you make out.
None of you has keys to the building, remember that?
What's that?
You don't have keys to the building.
No, but I got an inside
You
source.
have an inside source, but still, I do have something from Rescue, just so you know, 468, we discovered the air conditioning was not working properly. It has been taken over, it's been refilled, it was tested, pressure stayed on it perfectly, so we don't know where the heck the leak is. We put dye into it, so we're gonna monitor it, and we're really hoping it was a fluke or it's the
That's-
slowest leak in history.
Right,
But as soon as it quits again, we'll take it over and then we'll have to make a decision if it's something worth fixing or not, which as a firefighter who's overheating in the back, they probably prefer it.
right,
But we'll.
right, because you guys air condition the back of the
Yeah,
ambulance.
but the fix would be actually to disconnect the air conditioning in the back, and
Right.
that's not a good fix considering what we need it for, so. But
Okay,
hopefully it's the slowest leak in history and we won't have to deal with it.
okay.
So we're gonna have a meeting on Monday, the 13th.
Yeah, and is that, are you good with that, Cindy?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
You're thinking. I can see it.
Just because
You know, we
this
could,
Thursday is the school,
Budget
Okay.
meeting.
the following Tuesday is elections, and the Saturday after that is town meeting.
right.
So,
We could have a meeting on Monday, the 27th.
but that's after town meeting.
Yes, I know, but I mean, in addition to, because then you're gonna be gone the 4th.
Oh, to do July's meeting?
No, we can do July's meeting on the 11th.
Right.
So Monday, we can do the 13th if you want to meet before town meeting.
Yeah, that's all right.
And we can also, if we can get those estimates and get them approved and get stuff or, you know, so that
Yeah.
I can get it ordered, we shouldn't need to meet again until
July,
July.
okay.
Okay. The letter from Glenn, do we need to approve the new one that we wrote to be mailed in public?
No.
No?
Good.
So the 13th? Skip, can you meet one more time?
I suppose.
Monday the 13th,
Gary, go get rid of that cake and that beer.
we're gonna get our monies out of that check you got.
Call in sick that day.
I've done enough of that, Gary. If I'm feeling good, I just shouldn't be here.
My vacation?
That's entirely up to you.
Yeah, that's entirely up to you, is right. If I were you, I wouldn't.
I
was gonna say.
I will have spent 8 days in Washington DC with teenagers the week before. It will be It might not be a change.
I'm going to spend a week on the ocean with,
You going to Eastport?
yeah,
Pirate Festival?
no,
No.
4th of July. With a well driller and a bunch of Shriners.
Sounds like the beginning of a joke.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where's the
Went to the
punchline?
bar and there was a well driller and a bunch of Shriners.
Yeah, I get to go with the go-kart Shriners
Oh, yeah?
and one convertible. He's the well driller.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
Paul Foss used to always drive a convertible Cadillac.
Who?
For the
Paul
Shriners.
Foss.
Paul
wasn't
Foss.
it?
Oh, yeah.
He
Yep.
was a well driller.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
I had a well driller, but it was my brother-in-law for a while. I had some sisters that went through a few husbands.
It wasn't Vicky Dunn, was it?
Good guy.
No more new business?
Nope, I don't think so.
Public comments? Selectmen comments? I was gonna tell everybody how great Skip was, but I don't think I'm gonna hold off on that till the next meeting. So go get your leg and get in my van.
I can get out there from here pretty easy. Indian's another story.
Yeah. Anything from you, Cindy? Again, thank you very much to the office girls for getting the town report out.
Right.
I
I can
think,
tell you, we are way behind on a lot of stuff.
yes, yeah, gee.
Well, when do you plan on rehiring a
I'm
part-timer?
waiting for a town meeting because it's a difference between a budget of 20 hours or a budget for 32. I
Okay.
put in for the 32 and I don't want to put it out now and
Right, no,
all I
that's
can
fine.
promise them is 20 hours and,
Right.
you know, if
32
that
they
person
could get
can't do
properly-
32, I'm trying to find somebody for another 12 hours.
Right.
So, but
If you can just hang tough, you'll be
we're
fine.
treading water right now
Right.
and keeping our head above water and
Okay, you're not sinking now.
no,
You can tread till you drown, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't do that.
couple of things have popped up that I really didn't need on my table, but we're getting through those. So,
Needless to say, I've noticed my wife going to bed earlier at night.
the both of us get to the end of the day and goes, where the hell did the time go?
Yeah,
Okay, make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second it.
All in favor? 3-0.
Skip's hand went